Hi y'all! Today I am at the home studio of Berea artist Lindy Evans. Lindy is a doll maker who is pretty well known for her craft. She's got some skill. I'm a little nervous about going in here because honestly, dolls kind of give me the creeps. And if there's anything that gives me the creeps worse than dolls, it's Santa Claus. And guess what most of her dolls are? Santa. So let's go in and have a look around at all the creepiness and have a little chat with Lindy and let her tell you a little bit about herself and what she does for a living. How often are you down here working and something scares you with all these dolls? And dolls creep a lot of people out.
No, the dolls don't creep me out, but a noise will.
What if the doll made the noise?
If there's a noise upstairs, then I know there's no one home. That creeps me out.
Yeah.
Or if I don't want to hear the front door open while I'm down here. That's the only thing. I'm Lindy Evans. I'm a polymer clay doll maker. Make Santas and other characters. I've been doing this 30 years this year. That's a lot of Santas.
Now, what's the name of your studio? Images of Satan?
The name of my business is Lindy Evans, Images of Santa Claus.
What is it with Santa Claus? Why did you pick Santa Claus for a focus?
The first thing I saw was a life-size Santa someone had done from California in a magazine. And he was beautiful. Oh my gosh, his face was great. I'd never seen a Santa that large other than just plastic Santas. So when I read the article that mentioned polymer clay, well, at that time, the clay that was out was called Sculpey, which is still a clay that people use. So somehow I found clay, and I used styrofoam for the inside of a head, and I put the clay on top and build a nose and a cheek and a chin, and I put it in the oven. Well, not too long after that, I found out that styrofoam's toxic and you can't put it in the oven. So I don't even know that I even still have that head. It's a wonder it didn't explode. Most of it's been trial and error. I don't live in a large city where you have a lot of people doing this. So I had a friend in Lexington and we would brainstorm different techniques.
As far as sculpting, how did you get in? Are you self-taught or?
I'm self-taught. I'm self-taught. My daughter brought me the box of clay, and I was in the basement sitting at a table like this, and she put it in my hands and said, "It's time you do this. You've talked about it long enough." And she was, I guess, in high school, and said, plopped it in my hands and said, "Now make a head." So I did.
How did it turn out?
I don't know. I think it was ugly. I probably thought it was beautiful. Some of the first pieces I did, I really loved them. And they were soft body, so you pick them up and carry them kind of like a doll. And I really liked them. And I can go back now and look at their pictures and see they're pretty primitive, you know. But a lot of people like, you know, primitive work. And there are several in that case that are first year work. The Black Russian one in the case, and the American Santa at this corner, and those are first year pieces. And so I've been able to hold on to just those two. I had a whole series of those, and I took them to Kentucky Craft Market. The year of American Craft was the first time I did a show in Louisville, and I sold them all. I sold them all. Log House Craft Gallery was my first wholesale account, and they still are. I also have them at the Kentucky Artisan Center. They've been carrying them ever since they opened. They carry 24-inch, 14-inch, some small ones. They've carried some miniature pieces. They carry the pins, the Santa pins. And then also, now that I've closed my shop and I'm working back at home again, they also carry them at Top Drawer Gallery in Old Town. So there's the presence of Santas in Old Town, and then Log House and Artisan Center. So people have to travel around if they want to make up their mind which one they want. And that's kind of what they do. They go look at all of them, then they'll come back and get the one they want. My daughter said, Mom, you need to make an elf to go in the arms of a life-size Santa. And I said, well, I'll have to find a picture or something. She looked over at me. She said, Mom, look at Grant. He's an elf. That's my son. And he was about 12. So I have pictures of him. And I said, Grant, make me some elf faces. And he did. And so I took his picture. And sure enough, I don't know how it happened, but the first 2 elves I made from his pictures looked dead on him. People knew when I'd go with the life-size Santa and I'd put that out, they knew that was the Grant elf. And occasionally Grant would be with me. So he's always been the elf, keeping me entertained, being an elf. I do Halloween, I do a Father Pumpkin, a Mummy, and a Twitch the Witch. And I teach a Santa. Make and take Santa class in 2 half days. And you leave with a completed Santa. He's about 14 inches tall and has a face, outfit, a bag, beard, everything ready to go. I've taught it for 10 years. And people keep coming back.
Why not? From just from the pictures I've seen, you can tell everybody in that workshop's having a good time.
They are. They always have a good time. And they don't know that they can do it. So you start with an egg covered with aluminum foil, and we only do the front of the face. So they start laying clay on, and I teach by shape. So first we lay a pad of clay on here, then we mark where the eyeballs go, and then we insert the eyeballs, and then we come down and we build a nose, and then we build a chin, and we build the mouth, and then we build the cheeks. And about the time you get the mouth in there, they're looking at it. They're looking at it like this, and they go, "Oh!" and they've made a face. They know it doesn't click until you get the mouth and the chin in, and then they look at it and they go, "Oh!" And then sometimes they say it looks like one of their family members. So it's fun to watch that evolution when they finally see what they've done.
So that is all of our little tour of the home studio of Lindy Evans, doll maker here in Berea. Hope it didn't creep you out too bad. I was able to hold myself together pretty good. If you'd like to visit Lindy at her home studio, her address is, I can't even joke about it, she'd kill me. Her home is not open to the public, but like she said in the video, you can find her work at the gallery she mentioned here in Berea and other places around the state and probably the United States. I'll leave some links down in the description in case you're interested in learning more about her and the things she makes. As always, I appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, no pressure. I will talk to you again soon.